NFL Combine underway in Indy. We're hearing from a ton of NFL head coaches, including Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, about to enter his 10th season as Chiefs head coach. Of course, the Chiefs losing to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game in overtime. They have the 30th pick in the draft this year. Let's listen in.
All right. How you doing? Listen, I just want to start off, appreciate all you being out here. And then, two, is that this whole thing with Eric Bieniemy that's been written has gotten kind of fabricated. We were on vacation, and over the 2 weeks I came back, and all of a sudden it was that I didn't like Eric, and Eric didn't like me, and Pat Mahomes, and everybody else. And that's not the case. I mean, we all get along good, and I'm glad he's back with us and rolling. So I thought he'd potentially get a head coaching job, which I would have been happy with too, but that's not how it worked out. So anyway, I just want to put that to rest. The rest of the time is yours. Go ahead and fire away. Yeah, it does surprise me a bit, yes. I mean, it does, yeah. I mean, I've said that continuously, so I think he's a heck of a football coach. But, you know. Deterrent. That they can't throw the ball from me to you. So accuracy becomes a big thing, and then if they're not smart, you know. So. Yeah, I probably should have had that in there. It's great to have Matt back. I thought it was important that that continuity that we've had between Eric, the quarterback coach, you know, the offensive staff. So I thought that was important. So Matt was the logical answer to that if he wanted to do that. I didn't know where he'd be at after being a head coach, but he was fired up to do it, and Eric was fired up. So I go, let's go. You know, we'll roll it in there and take it from there. Well, we've done okay for the last few years. So, and we're always striving to do better. But that's kind of where we're at. I think where Pat is in his career, I think it's important to, that it worked out that way. And I've got guys on staff that could step in that could also do it. So, but we always come up with new ideas. So it's not like we're short on ideas. Yeah, this is great. I mean, we went out to grabbed a bite to eat last night and didn't have to wear a mask. And, there were people in the restaurant. It was tremendous. So I'm glad we're kind of getting back into that norm. Yeah, I think it's great competition. I thought the teams were getting better as the year went on, but again, they made changes, and I'm glad that it looks like they brought in good coaches. So I think it'll be tremendous. That's why we're in this thing. So we love the competition, and so I look forward to it. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, that always comes up. I try to look at whether he can throw the ball or not, and Patrick did a pretty good job of it, and so I didn't really worry too much about all of that. But I imagine that could if it's too small, I guess that could be an issue. But I think there have been some pretty good quarterbacks that have had smaller hands. Yeah, so both of them had good years when they were able to play. Both of them were injured and for part of the season. So I think it's important that they're able to stay healthy and push themselves through the season. I think that'll be important for both of them. But both great kids and both full. They're just got so much talent. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have that for you right now, Herbie. I'll get it to you, but I don't have that. Yeah, he's a heck of a football coach. Great offensive mind, very organized. So I look forward to the challenge there of playing against his team. I'm a 50-50 shooter, so listen, that's about what it is in the league right now. And I've gone the opposite way. When we played the Patriots and lost in overtime, you feel like you needed a shot at it, and so, but the defensive guys say, well, we should stop them. So that's the other part of it. But when you look at it, it's 50-50 across the board, really, whether you win or lose. Yeah, listen, I'm for whatever the league decides to do. I kind of left it open this year, again, because of where we sat. We had an opportunity, didn't take advantage of it. Another one we did take advantage of. So I think it's somewhere it's not going to be perfect no matter what. I mean, there's just no perfect remedy to this thing. That's how it is. When there's a tie, you gotta try to work it out the best you can within a certain amount of time, and you build in the TV part of it and the things that go on with your rights in that. So. Yeah, so I think McColl did a good job. He continuously got better throughout the year, worked hard, and it paid off for him. So we kind of found that groove as coaches. What were the things that he did best and try to utilize them in those positions. Yeah, I like Pringle. He's a free agent right now, but I sure like him. He did a great job. Yeah, got a potato chip contract. I mean, it was great. It worked out perfect for him. Yeah, Herbie, I mean, I can't give all that away, but I mean, there are a few of them. Veach is on top of all that and does a great job with it. But we'll have some holes that that you need to fill, but you have to be careful of that you start forcing issues and then maybe you get a lesser player than you possibly could at a position that's already of need, or not of need. So you got to be real careful on how you handle that. Yeah, so we've started our scheme eval. We're a week into it, and it's it's always productive to go back and look at it. I thought we did a good job, better job as we move forward with it. So will it be a big part? Well, it's going to be a big part because we're evaluating ourselves, and that's what how teams are playing us. So, but I thought we got better with it.
And you have been listening to Chiefs head coach there, Andy Reid, at the Combine there. Very first thing he did was some questions about the Eric Bieniemy and their relationship, saying things are just fine between the two of them there. Chiefs have some decisions to make when it comes to free agency there. Probably at the very top of the list would be Orlando Brown. Remember, they traded for him. So we'll see what they do. The Chiefs have the 30th pick, by the way, in this year's NFL draft. We'll have live coverage throughout the day and all week from the Combine right here on HQ.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.